Yay, peeps! How you all doing out there on the worldwide wobbly wonderful? Elle here with you for the new moon in Libra reading. Hooray! Yes, we have the sun and the moon coming together in Libra, the sign of balance and equation, and Earth's an air sign, sorry, that likes to chit chat and have conversations. And right now, the sun and the moon are together having chit chat conversations about how we relate to each other and how we relate to ourselves. Exactly, indeed, should I say. Okay, so how's it been? Been good? Okay, let's get me googs on. Right, so this sun and moon is happening around about 24, 25 degrees, and we have other planets at this time round about those degrees. We have Mars currently in Aries in its home sign going retrograde, which means our drive and our passion and our energies may feel a little bit subdued as we rethink previous decisions that we made. Also connecting with this cardinal square is Capricorn having Pluto and Saturn in there right now, also Jupiter, and these will be moving on into Aquarius, while Jupiter and Saturn will be moving into Aquarius later down on in the year. But right now they're in Capricorn, so this is another cardinal sign. So we'll have an outlet through Cancer, which is the fourth of the cardinal signs. So this will be how we nurture ourselves, how we look after our basic needs, how we attract love, and how we relate to others. All these will be merging together right now. Venus right now, which is the ruler of Libra, is in Virgo, which is Libra's 12th house. So the 12th house is where our dreams and desires. Our 12th house is where we let go of anything that's not useful. It's where we can empty out, basically. And with this new moon, we can empty out any old feelings, any old relationships that didn't serve us, relationships to food, drink, alcohol. It doesn't have to be a person, it could be a situation also. And this is a great time to clear out all those old love patterns. Also, with Venus being in the 12th house and being in Virgo, she likes to be neat and tidy and get things in order. Okay. So Venus also rules Taurus, and right now Taurus has Uranus in their house. And so Uranus is breaking down any stale patterns and ways that have been built up for a long period of time. Anything that doesn't serve us is getting broken up and rejigged around. So that's been, we can see this in our daily lives also. We can see the balance in the equation of the hours of daylight and hours of night. And we can also see the balance of how the universe is restructuring lots of situations around us. And so like we're in the midst of chaos, it may seem, but what we have to remember is constant is the only change. So if we remember this at this time. Also with Pluto and Saturn having this meetup, it's like it's every 30 years that they will get to have a meetup like this, not in the same sign of Capricorn, but it takes 30 years, well, around about 28 years for Saturn to go round, to do a circle round. So while we're waiting for Saturn to go around for another 30 years, it's a great time to come to these end degrees of Capricorn when we can really initiate something that maybe we wanted to do 30 years ago, those of us who are old enough, yes. And we can initiate, we can see new patterns, new ways of doing things that might have been difficult at the time, and now new ways are forming. All the old structures are breaking down within ourselves, and we can see it around in society as well at this time. So with Mars being there, it will be breaking down as it's going retrograde. We're breaking down old patterns, old things that we used to jump to, old things that used to really stir us up. It's going back and it's going to reset as retrogrades do. Pluto also has just come forward. While it was retrograde, it was resetting how we look at the earth, how we do business with each other, as it's in Capricorn. Capricorn is a sign of larger societies and business. And then Saturn, which is a Capricorn sign, which rules Capricorn, is a measure of sternness, how we put sternness into our life. And so we've all been seeing how stern structures, things that have been going for many centuries even, are starting to break down under the pressure of these planets all coming together. So with this new moon, we'll be definitely facing our fears about relationships. Any shadow elements might be coming out. This gives us the time to initiate new habits. This is what the facing of our fears is. So we can see that the shadow elements, and we can find new ways to relate to ourselves and others. Okay, so a lot of the retrograde planets are now going forward. The only things retrograde now are Mars and Uranus. Jupiter's gone forward, Pluto's gone forward, Saturn's gone forward. Mercury is in retrograde in Scorpio. So we have a lot of deep digging with our thoughts. It's going to help us to make sterner decisions with Mercury in such a strong sign there. Okay, so I pulled out some new cards. I pulled out some cards, should I say, for this beautiful new moon in Libra. It might be slightly difficult as we're still being trained into the newness of a life yet to come. And so I pulled out some Gateway Oracle cards by Denise Lynn. And the cards that came out is accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. Indeed we do at this time. The relationship to ourselves is very important as we share with others. And the second card also jumped out, and it's healing the past. I step into my future with strength and clarity. And there we go at this new time as we step in to our futures, our future relationships with ourselves and others. We can see if we're given a balanced view of life to ourselves. And I thought I'd pull a card for all of us from the Hidden Realms, Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Charlotte Baron Reed. Beautiful cards also. Let's see what the energy for all of us at this time is for this beautiful new moon in Libra. So how's it been? Good, good. It's been a bit of a rejigger, bit of a reset, bit of a redo. And our thoughts in Mercury will be catching up as we redo what we've learnt in the period of Saturn and Pluto going retrograde in whichever house you find Capricorn in your chart. And we have the Sun Dancers, joyful activities, celebration of life and abundance. Beautiful energies right there. The Sun Dancer. We have a look what that says. Okay. Let's see what number you are, Sun Dancer. Number 32. Okay, so I did originally pull another card while I was shuffling. Card dropped out. Okay, let's see what Sun Dancer says. Okay, as your ally, the Sun Dance celebrates you now and reminds you of the laws of success and praise. Anything you place your attention to will manifest and experience, so the laws are always perfect. Expect the best and praise it in advance. This unleashes the magic of mystical magnetic energy, drawing circumstances to you to fully create what you envision. Give thanks in advance for the grace and goodwill of the divine. Be willing to dance the victory dance as if your greatest dreams are realized, and watch how easily things fall into place. Stay positive and leave the timing up to the universe. All things are possible now. Dance the joy of being and celebrate your life and abundance today. Oh, beautiful. And so this is the Sun Dancers card. And so the challenging part for this card is beware of losing yourself in your dreams of the future when the Sun Dance comes to challenge you. Their message is sweet and simple. Stop what you're doing and go and have some fun. Celebrate what is and don't worry about what will be. Be here now, just be, just for today. You will find your answers, but only after you've made time to play. Tomorrow, after all, is another day, and the sun will rise again. You can count on it. Indeed, the sun will rise again. How we use our time, how we use our energies, and how we relate to others. And the other card that was pulled initially was the Dream Walker. Dreams, the collective good, and illusions. Okay, and it says when the dream walker is your ally, dreams can really do dreams can really and do come true. Still, there are two kinds, those of the small self and those of the divine. Spirit has a dream that is yours alone, and what you need to do is ask, and it will unfold like magic. You also play an important part and unique part in the divine dreaming of the world. When you ask, is this dream for me? That serves the greater dream. The most beautiful vision for your life serves the highest good for others too. Just the act of asking will immediately provide the answer. The dream walker is beside you to help you more effortlessly through the illusions, observing the truth and celebrating the waking dream of your life that results. In a challenging position, the dream walker challenges you to wake up from your restless sleep in which you are not dreaming at all. This is a time to remind yourself of your passions and the aspirations that you may have left behind. Perhaps you should reconsider and allow yourself precious dreams again. Don't give them up. There is always a way that can return to you as long as you don't try to dictate the forms that it takes. Another way the dream walker challenges you is when you're in the middle of a nightmare brought on by yourself or others. Wake up and don't struggle, for she reminds you that the divine will lead you out of the bad dream and into a much better one. This too shall pass. Be mindful that you have a unique and special purpose. You're always actively influencing your reality through your thoughts and reactions to life's challenges. Indeed we are. And how accurate can the cards be at this time when we speak about the relationship of balance, when we speak about the dreams and old dreams being resurrected, that might have been for our greater good, and we all have time to do this now in this beautiful new moon in Libra. Okay, peeps? Well, I hope you have a fantastic time, and don't worry, diamonds are built from pressure.